Hey everyone, this is Jasmine. I'm a Reiki and Mental Alchemy practitioner. My Instagram handle is SunPlutoAlchemist, and if you would like to find out more about me or what I do, I'm gonna leave my details below so you can check them out. I just want to do a little bit of like a vlog for my own reflection. I feel like there's kind of like a lot of things going on in my life right now. It's not as, it's not like big situational, circumstantial kind of stuff, but it's just been like a lot of little bits that trigger me to go inwards and reflect. I really want to like talk about something, but it also felt like it's just too many stuff going on. So maybe I'll just share about what's going on in school right now. So I just want to like talk about that I have been attending my group counseling modules recently, and we have been taking turns to facilitate the group to kind of like really practice, and through these practices hopefully we can host our own group counseling sessions in the future. But anyway, like in a group, we will kind of like take turns to facilitate and to actually participate as member and discuss about a certain topic. That's where our teacher will come up with certain topics for us to discuss about them. So last week, our topic was actually about death and dying. It's a topic that, to be honest, it actually took me a while to consider whether do I want to like record this as a vlog, because it's so taboo, and even though it actually happens to all of us, it's still very much frowned upon. And sometimes when you mention this to people around you, they just kind of like subtly avoid the topic, or they say like Choi, touch wood, don't talk about this subject at all. So I always feel really cathartic, and there's a release whenever I talk about this topic, because again, it's something that we all can never ever avoid. And not talking about it doesn't mean that we can avoid it forever. And I've mentioned this a couple of times to my friends because we actually talked about two topics. The first topic is about existential in an earlier role play. And for last week, we talked about death and dying. And to me, these two topics are always intricately linked. And when this came up to be two separate topics, I was actually scratching my head a little bit, because it always feels to me, understanding death in the sense that we all will die one day, it lead me to wanting to live my life differently. And I always say this, like if let's say there is no death, none of us will die, and we live for centuries and centuries, I probably would have a different approach to life. Like, just maybe it's okay for me to work in a job I hate for a really long time, or I would just not wanting to come out of my trauma for like a longer time, because number one, I think that there is always time for me to deal with it later. And also, if let's say, just let's say that the whole matrix, the whole spiritual realm doesn't exist, I just may have to make enough money for me to survive for centuries and centuries. So again, my approach to life would have been very different. And I love how it was always said that because there is a time limit to life, and there is only like this much time you can deal with whatever that you wish to deal with, it feels like you're in a pressure cooker, and it really forces you, it pressures you to take a good hard look at yourself, your values, your integrity, your principles, and everything else, because you've only got one life. And of course, like people like us who believe in the spiritual realm, we believe that there is a life after death, right? While yes, I get it, I think in a way, for personally myself, it puts myself at ease just for a little bit, knowing that death of this literal life is never ever gonna be the end of every single thing. Like if my consciousness is gone just like that, it doesn't mean that, you see. So in a way, it gave me a bit of relief, like hey, end doesn't really mean the end. But at the same time, if you are talking about like life after death, we are talking about reincarnation, we are talking about the next life, it also meant that the life you're having right now be it the friends that you're surrounding yourself with, your father, your mother, the country that you live in, the culture, and whatever identity that contributes to building yourself to who you are right now, that actually is gonna end though. It's not gonna last forever. And that itself still kind of like drives me to think, hey, I'm still in a pressure cooker a little bit. And of course, whatever that contributes to me building this life and getting to where I am right now at this point, there are things that I want to accomplish, there are things that I want to experience. And I feel like it's good, you know, it's good to be in the pressure cooker just a little bit, because it forces you to think about, hey, if I want to, if I feel that I should do something in this life, why not just get to it now? Why wait? Because as you age, and you can tell through your face, through your crow feet, through the health of your body, it really forces you to take a good hard look. What do you want to do with this life? And it forces you into thinking of it existentially. And I feel like it's a good thing, you know. I mean, I'm glad I shared all of this, but what I wanted to, it didn't start out initially like me wanting to go to all of this, but yeah, I feel like what was shared in the group counseling session itself, we actually share more of like, you know, the kin ones dying, what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. I think most of all, the underlying tone of what was being shared, and especially the question that was being asked, was actually more of viewing death as a bad thing. Again, I don't necessarily disagree with that, because after all, if I were to live this life, I would have a lot to miss. I would actually miss maybe even the experience of sitting here doing this video. I would miss my friends. I would miss like just going to theme park and enjoying myself for the day. I think I would miss a lot of those things. But I feel like most people out there actually forgot what death and having a time limit to your life, what good thing it could have brought to you. So yeah, just sharing a little bit of my thought. Thank you for watching if you are watching this. This is Jasmine. I'm a Reiki Mental Alchemy practitioner. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and leave a comment if it resonates. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!